would say mostly tourist. Some locals, but I find a lot of locals like to stay out of Lake Placid since it is such a touristy town. A lot of Canadians, a lot of people from the city coming up to the mountains.
It's mostly tourists, and I'll tell you why. Because locals, before I started working here, I never was on Main Street. Locals don't come on Main Street, especially in season.
Generally tourists, yeah. We see a lot more locals at holiday time. You know, they might make 1 or 2 trips a year just to get, you know, a Christmassy knick-knack or something. But I'd say 80 to 90% is straight tourism for us specifically.
We've got a big mix of both, and it can depend on certain times of the year, like ice fishing especially. We get a lot more locals on our new tours depending on the year, but summertime we can actually get a lot more tours because there is so much more traffic coming through. But we have a lot of locals that we still have that fish our tours.
Definitely during the summer it's a more tourism-based town. We do have our regulars that come in for coffee every day. But yeah, no, during the summer it's entirely tourism.
It's a mix. There's a lot more visitors here in June, July, August, September than there are in March, April, February, March, and April.
In the summer it's a lot of tourists, then we have our locals like Rabbit that come in every day. We have, you know, our regulars that come in every single day, but the tourists are welcomed here too. We like to have a little of everything.
We do a lot of custom jobs too, so we get a lot of locals, a lot of business owners who logo most of their uniforms and their retail apparel too. And then we get a lot of foot traffic from tourists. Having the hotel reopened across the street really helped with that. So we get a lot of foot traffic now, especially the Thursday, Friday, Saturday are our 3 big days.
Well, it's definitely the driving force of the economy. It's always been a tourist town. It started as a tourist town, you know, for the most part.
Well, given that the mining and the forestry in the Adirondacks is not as prevalent as it once was, the economic opportunity that exists for the 132,000 people who live in it is fundamentally driven by tourism. So tourism is very, very important both in the winter and in the summer for the whole Adirondack Park. Fortunately, the way the park was formed and the way that it's managed, it allows for the balance between the economic activity and the preservation of a wonderful, wonderful wilderness.
The problem with Lake George is that we've never been able to draw people here in the winter. And the job opportunities here are 90% geared towards tourism. So once the season is over, those businesses shut down. So then you don't have those opportunities. What we need to do to kind of change that whole thing is to find businesses that will open up here, like I was saying, small tech businesses or small little cottage industry type businesses that will provide year-round jobs that aren't tied to tourism. I think that's really where the direction this community needs to go in order to be more year-round, in order to have a more stable thing, is to kind of have that, get away from all the tourism and kind of find that other niche that we hope we can find at some point. I don't know. I hope so.
I mean, I think this place is trying to do things in the evenings for kids, which is nice because the kids need stuff. Indian Lake tries to get special dates for dances and music. Blue Mountain doesn't have that up here, but it's a smaller community up here. So really, we just need to come up with more creative recreational activities for people in this area.
Lonely. Love brings me out.